Okay, good morning, class. So at this point in our lives, we're doing the grade 9, paper 1, correct? Paper 1, November 2015 of Livingstone High School. I've said this paper many years ago, no? Grade 7, 2. Alright, here we go, listen. Okay, relax. So the first question says, write 7 the 8,9 times 10 to the 4 in scientific notation. So it looks like it's scientific notation. Okay? So in other words, we need to move the comma which is currently there 1 over. No, it's not there. There's no comma. Okay, sorry. Whoever the learner is who use this paper, it looked to me, but actually they're counting from there. Yeah, that's right. So it's going to be moving 2 units over, not so? So that's going to give you 7,89 times 10 squared times 10 to the 4. Not so? Now these are equal bases, not like terms. So 7,89 times 10 to the power 6. This is convert 3 over 5 into a percentage. So what I do is I say 3 over 5 times 100. So 5 and 5 once, 5 and 100, 20 times, so the answer is 60%. Or you could have put in your calculator. Write a rational number that lies between 5.5 and 5. You can write any rational number between that. I will just write 5. Okay? You could have written 4,2 or 4 and 1 over 5. Any rational number between 4 and 5.5 will be acceptable. Yes, Michael? 20. See all the popcorn is lying on the floor now. So just, you want to sweep up, is that fine? Watch the movie. When you're done with this, yes? 4.5 is absolutely correct. Sorry? Yeah, you see the comma is moving 2 units here. That is why it's 10 squared. If it was 0,00789, then I move the comma 3 units there, then 7,89 times 10 to the minus 3. So if you move the comma 3 units to the right, it's negative. You move 3 to the left, positive. You understand? Yes, Michael? Here. You see that number I needed to write in scientific notation first, that part of the number. So by moving the comma twice, that is where this comes into place. What is scientific notation? Scientific notation, the number in front of the comma is any number other than 0. Can you see there's one number in front of the comma other than 0? So I needed to get that number in that form first. By doing that, I got that out. 7,89 times 10 squared. But this times 10 form is also part of that number. Okay, not it's 10. 1 and a. No? Anybody else? Right. Let's carry on with the lives. Then it says write 18 is to 12 in the simplest form. So what do we do here? Divide by 6. Divide by 6. Nice. So that is going to give us 3 is to 2. But anyway, right, let's carry on with the lives. And the next question, simplify. So what do I do here? Brackets. Get rid of the most inner bracket. How? By multiplying it. So it's 2 square bracket 4x. What is negative 2 times x? Negative 2x. What's negative 2 times negative 2? So one of two things I can do here. Either multiply the bracket out or add like that. So what do you want me to do? Multiply, right? Let's go. 2 times 4x, 8x. 2 times negative 2x, negative 4x. 2 times 4. Now we're going to add like this. So those of you who added first, no problem. You'll get the same answer. You should get the same answer. So 8x minus 4x is 4x plus. Okay. You all okay with that? Right. Question 2. Given the pattern 9, 7, 5. What's happening here? Dropping it every 2 units. Every number by 2. So that's going to be minus 2. Minus 2. Write down the next term. If I minus 2, what am I going to get? 3. So T4, term 4 is 3. Write down the general term of the sequence. So that's going to be Tn is equal to negative 2n plus or minus a number. So n is, for the first term, n is 1. No, the n value. What? O? No. What is the value of n in the first term? 3. Okay, just a second. What does n tell us? If I say Tn or T1, what is T1? Term 1. T2, term 2. T8, term 8. So in the this year, for 9, what is n here? What is your term number here? 1. What's what is this here? 7. Term 2. Term 3. Term 4 and so on. Okay? So if I go with the first one and I say, okay, T1 is equal to negative 2 times 1. So what's negative 2 times 1? Negative 2. Negative 2. But I have 9, so what must be added here? Negative 2 plus 11 equals 9. Then we can test it. Term 2 is going to be negative 2 times 2 plus 11. So it's negative 4 plus 11 is 7. So that is negative 2n plus 11. Okay. That is a general term. Hence means to say what? I must use your previous calculation. Yes? I must use hence. It says then hence, which means to say I must use the previous calculation. Determine the value of the 100th term. So I say T100 is equal to negative 2 times 100 plus 11. Negative 200 plus 11 is negative 189. I think. Well, hundreds plus 11, negative 189. Okay. Any confusion there? No? Jessica? Are you okay? You're not even looking at how much I feel? You're throwing the blocks? Okay, let's look at number 3. 3.1, it says simplify. People, anything to the power 0 is? 1. So what we have here is going to be, the whole bracket becomes 1 plus 2 times 1, which is 2. The answer is 3. Okay. Look at the next one. So, you're going to work out that square first. So it's going to be 2xy minus 2 times. So what's 3 squared? 9. X, 2 times 2? 4. Y, 3 times 2? 6. When we multiply and bases are the same. Add exponents. So 2 times 9 is 18. X times x4. x5, y. Negative 2 plus 6 is 4. Okay. The next one. What's the cube root of 8? 2. X, 6 divided by 3? 2. Next. If x is equal to minus 2 and y is equal to 1, find the value of the expression of 2x cubed minus y squared. So it's 2. What is x? Negative 2 cubed minus 1 squared. So let's sort out the exponents. It's 2. Negative 2 cubed is? Negative 8. Because that's negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. Minus 1 squared. We do that first. 2 times negative 8. Minus 1. Negative 7. Alright. Let's do the next one. My girl, all these sums are nice. Right. Yes, Michael. How can you ask that? Seem to say that you don't know what's going on. Huh? Just want to talk to me. Okay, nice. Right, so what do we do first? Yes, good start. Square. Then must write it out twice. So it's negative 2 into a minus 2b and a plus 2b. You all agree with that?
No.
No. What must it be? Negative. Both must be negative. The square means to say you must write the bracket exactly out twice. So it's negative 2 into. So it's one of two things I can do at this point. Either multiply negative 2 out of the first bracket only, or what I'm going to do here is to get rid of the 2 bracket in bracket 1. Remember that I must put this in a bracket. Why am I putting this in a bracket again? Because no. There we go. Well done. Multiply the 2 out again. Yes. A times a squared. A times negative 2b. Negative 2ab. Negative 2b times a. Negative 2ab. Negative 2 times negative 2b times negative 2b. 4b squared. So what do I do now? Multiply negative 2 in. Or what I could have done? Like terms. But I'm going to go with the negative 2 first. So it's going to be negative 2a squared. What's negative 2 times negative 2ab? Plus 4ab. What's negative 2 times negative 2ab? Plus 4ab. Negative 2 times positive 4b squared. 8b squared. So what do I do now? Like terms. So negative 2a squared. What's 4ab plus 4ab? 8ab minus 8b squared. Okay? Yes?
Would you get it wrong now if you only got negative 2a squared minus 8b squared?
So you don't have the middle term. So you multiply and you cancel this out. So you squared the first term and squared the last term. You would have lost probably 2 marks. Because listen, this is now completely wrong. So I can't give you now 2 marks. Then I give you 1 mark for multiplying out the negative 2 problem. Okay. Now how many marks did you like out of 3, Gabby? 3. 3 must write that up twice, man. What kind of girl are you then? Jesus. Right, let's carry on with the lines. Right. In 3.2.2, simplify. So what do we do here? We put each bracket over, each term over its own denominator. So it's going to be 16a4 over negative 8a squared minus 8a squared over negative 8a squared. Positive divided by negative? Negative. 8 goes into 8 once, 8 goes into 16? Twice. A, 4 minus 2? 2. Negative divided by negative? Positive. That completely cancelled. 1. Okay. You all okay with that? Alright, that's fairly simple, no? People like, can't help if the maths is so easy. In that stuff will come in the kit, don't worry. Right, so what do we do here? LCM. What's your LCM? 21. 3 times what is 21? 7. 7 times what is 21? 3. So it's going to be 2x plus 1 times 7. So it's going to be negative 3 into 4x minus 1. So what do I do now? Brackets, get rid of brackets. So 7 times 2x? 14x. 7 times 1? 7. Negative 3 times 4x? Negative 3 times negative 1? Positive 21. So what do I do now? Like terms. 14x minus 12x. Negative? No, positive. Positive, yes. What is 7 plus 3? 10 over 21. Can we add 2x and 10x and 10? Why not? Unlike. Like to be unlike. Right, 4.1. In 4.1 we are told that gold is selling. This was that time now. Gold is selling at $1,137.70 per ounce, fine ounce. The exchange rate is 13 Rand, 7702 per dollar. Calculate how much 1,500 fine ounces of gold would cost in rands. Okay. So firstly, I need to work out in dollars how much 1,500 ounces of gold would be. Okay. So it's going to be, I can work out what one ounce of gold would be in rands. That's also what I could do. Okay. So it's going to be 1,133.70. You multiply that by 13 Rand and 7702 per dollar. So that's going to give us 1133.70 times 13,7702. That gives me, yes?
13.
Yeah.
13.772. You said 1 to 3 to 1.
Oh. That number look quite big. So it's 13,7702. No?
Yes.
Jeez. They make more sense now. So it'll be 15,000 Rand, 15,611 Rand, and 28 cents per ounce of gold. So how many ounces are they interested in? 1,500. So it's 1,500 ounces at 15,611.28 ounces per rands per ounce. So you take an ounce and we multiply it by 15,000. Okay?
So
It's going to be 23 million.
it's 1,500.
I get?
1,500.
Yes.
That's the answer.
So it's 2,341,000. I get nervous when I work with so big numbers, man. Why? Oh my word. How will we get so much money? Alright, I get 23,416,913 cents. Yeah, no? Is that the right answer in the book? Yes, yes, right answer. Got it the whole one. Yes.
Multiply the 1,500
In the first case, yeah, and then you come back. Yes, that's also fine. Then you will get you first get what the shipment of 1,500 ounces is in terms of dollars, and then convert it to rand. That's good. Okay. Now, any other confusion here? No? Right, let's go to the next question. In number 4.2, we are told that Kelly buys a computer on hire purchase. People, if they say hire purchase, what comes to mind? Simple interest. It costs 11,999 rand. She pays a deposit of 2,000 rand and 24 monthly installments of 500 rand. The question says, calculate the total hire purchase price including the deposit. So 4.2.1. Your total, of course, is going to be your deposit plus your total monthly installment. Okay? So what is my deposit? 2,000 rand plus 500 rand for how many months? 24 months. I'm going to give you 2,000. They can give me a chance. It's 500 times 24. 14,000 rand. Then it says, come people, please settle down. Then in 4.2.2 we are told, we are asked, to calculate the amount of interest paid at the end of 24 months. So how do you calculate the interest? It's going to be a total, which is 14,000 rand minus 11,999. That's going to give you 2,000 rand. So they paid extra 2,001 rand. Why would somebody need to pay extra? It's the interest there. But why would somebody opt to pay more? Because Kelly couldn't afford buying the computer cash. Okay, that's why we take things on hire purchase. Okay. Right, 4.3. In question 4.3 we are told that you need 2,000 rand to buy a new cell phone. I think you guys got this question in one of your papers, no? Yes. So, we are told that you need 2,000 rand to buy a new cell phone. Your father will lend you 15%, the money at 15%, simple interest for 2 years. Your best friend will lend you the money at 13% per annum, compound interest for 2 years. Now, who should you borrow the money? Justify your answer by appropriate calculation. So if you just say the father, or you just say the best friend, you're not going to get them all. Because you need to substantiate your answer with calculation. Okay. So the father is going to be simple interest. A is equal to P into 1 plus I times N. So P is your principal, which is 2,000 rand into 1 plus I, interest, which is 15 over 100 times. For how many years? 2 years. So that gives us 2,000 into 1 plus 1 plus 15 over 100 times 2. Gives you 2,600. So in total you must pay your father back 2,600. Okay? So for the friend, we're looking at compound interest. A is equal to P into 1 plus I to the exponent. It's 2,000 rand into 1 plus, your interest is 13%. So it's 13 over 100 to the exponent 2. Remember, this formula is not given in the exam. What? First clean up your mess. You can go. There's a broom and a dust for you. But why you book a music practical in a maths period? Sorry? What's he say? No, but I spoke to Mr. England. He told me that if it is that the learner has maths in that period, then they should tell him to reschedule. And he would reschedule for you. And that's the way we do things. But if you You feel like your maths is in order? You can go. Okay, yes? Sorry? Why is that? Yeah, you see the one is simple interest and one is compound interest. For the friend. If you're going to use the same formula for both, you're going to lose the mark on the one where the formula is not applicable. Because here we are told that the father is lending the money against simple interest, while your best friend is borrowing the money against compound interest. So you must know, if it says simple interest, A is equal to P into 1 plus I times N. If it says compound interest, A is equal to P into 1 plus I to the exponent. Okay? So you must know which one to use when. Okay, so that's going to give us 2000 into 1 plus 13 over 100 to the exponent 2. That gives us 2,553 rand and 80 cents. So the question is, from who should you borrow the money? Therefore, the best friend. Okay. What if you had to invest your money? The father, why? Because the return is higher. Whereas if you're going to do a payment or a loan, we tend to want to pay this. Okay. Let's carry on. Factorize, our favorite. Yes. Let's see what we can do here. What is common in the first? 6m squared n. Why m squared? Because in the first term we got m squared, in the second term we got m cubed. Take the smaller one of the two. Okay? So what are we left with? 6m squared n times what is 18m squared n? 3 minus 4m n. And we can test it if we are right. 6m squared n times 3 is 18m squared n. 6m squared n times negative 4mn is 24 m squared cubed n squared. Okay? Jessica? You see that's why I feel like you're going to waste my time and you understand? Yes, because are you sleeping now? Right, 5.1.2. We got x4 y minus 4 y to the exponent 5. That's going to give you y into x4 minus 4y 4. So what can happen here? Difference of two squares. So it's y into x squared plus 2y squared. And x squared minus. Okay. Yes? Can I do difference of two squares again on this one?
No.
Why not?
2
2 is not the common. 2 is not the perfect square. Okay. Right. What are the factorization here? Trinomials. So what goes on the line? One and 1, 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. You add or subtract? We add, the last time is positive. So it's 3 and 4 is going to give you 7. No. 1 and 12. Correct? So in the bracket goes 1 and a 1, 1 and a 12. There's x squared, so it's x and an x. What about the signs? Same signs. Both is going to be minus. So it's x minus 1 times x minus 1. Next. 5.2.1. Use the rules of factorization. to simplify the following. What can happen between 5.2.1 in the numerator?
6 is a common factor.
Dat will be it. Does maths keep you guys late up at night, I see?
Yes.
No. Who are you lying to? Come on now. Don't even lie. You sit so much, but if I look at you, some of you busy with your cell phone. Right, so what do we do now? Common factor of 6, I'm left with y plus x over 3 into x plus 1. Cancel. Gives you 6 over 3, which is 2. Or 3 goes into 6 twice, and to 3 once. The next one. So what's going to happen here? You're going to factorize the denominator. What type of factorization here? Difference of 2 squares. So it's x plus 2, x minus 2. You change that to multiplication. We tumble in times. That becomes the numerator now. So what type of factorization here? Trinomial. So what goes on the line? 1 and a 1? 1 and 6? 2 and a 3. Do we add or subtract the products? Add it. So it's going to be 3 plus 2 is 5. So x and an x. A 3 and a 2. What about our signs? Same signs. But in this case, both is going to be negative. Takes the sign of the middle term. We look here. We've got 3x minus x squared. What do we do first? X is a common factor. Then what? I'm left with 3 minus x. If you see it's going to cancel with that, you must swap it around. So if I swap this around, what's going to happen? Negative comes out. So it's negative x into x minus 3. So what do I do now? Cancel out the common factor. So x minus 2 with x minus 2, x minus 3 with x minus 3. One of these x's, well, that leaves you with x. Don't forget about the negative and then this bracket here. Not so? Yes. So what's the answer? X over negative open brackets x plus 2. The negative can be there, here or there. Doesn't matter. Okay, it all means the same thing. Okay. As you can see, there's a good couple of 5 marks. Okay. Next. The question says solve for x. Okay. So we take the x's one side, numbers the other side. Not so? Yes. So it's 5x minus 8x equal to 14 minus 8. Okay? 5x minus 8x is? Negative 3x. 14 minus 8? 6. Divide by negative 3 both sides. So x is going to be? Negative. Okay? Next. What do we do first? What do you do first? Multiply, get rid of the brackets. So what do we get? 8x minus 8 plus 6x minus 4 equals negative 7x minus 14 minus 2x. So what do I do now? Numbers one side, x is the other side. Or we can add like terms first. Okay? So 6x plus 8x is 14x. Minus 12 equals negative 9x minus 4. X is one side, numbers other side. Is 14x plus 9x is equal to negative 14 plus 12. 14x plus 9x is 23x. And negative 2. Divide by 23 both sides. So x is equal to negative 2 over 23. Is that correct?
Yes.
Alright, any confusion here? No? Next, 6.2. Here we are told that the length of a rectangle is 4 centimeters more than the breadth. So if you got a rectangle here, that's your breadth and that's your length. The length is longer, not so, so let the breadth be x. No. The length of the rectangle is 4 more than the breadth. The perimeter is 32. The perimeter is 32. Write the breadth in terms of x. Okay, so let the length be x. Yeah. So here we can say in 6.2.1, even here we could have said let the breadth be x. The same thing. Because the breadth is still in terms of x. But if you let the length be x, Kevin? If you let the length be x, then your breadth is going to be x minus 4. Not so? So I would say let your breadth be x. Then this is write down an equation in terms of x. So your length would be x plus 4. Like I've said, or as I've said, if you had made your length x, your breadth would be x minus 4. Okay? Lisa Kanya, my girl?
No.
This is now the third lesson in that row that you're sleeping in. Okay? You're so tired. Okay, so 6.2.2. Yes? If, that's what I'm saying. If you let your length be x, your breadth is going to be x minus 4. The breadth be x and the length will be x plus 4. Yes, Michael?
So sir, either one of them is correct.
Yes. Because if I can work it out for you, it's going to give you the same answer anyway. Okay. Let's see. So you use your length to be x and your breadth to be x minus 4. Okay, let's see. So in 6.2.2 must write down the equation in terms of x using the perimeter. How do you calculate the perimeter? It's 2 length plus 2 breadth. What's the perimeter? 32. So it's going to be 32 is equal to 2. What's my length? X plus 4. And the breadth? 2 times x. Okay? Now it says solve for x. So you multiply that in, I get 32 is equal to 2x plus 8 plus 2x. So that is 4x. 32 minus 8 is 24. So x works out to be 6. And the length? So that your breadth is 6. And your length would be 10. So that's 6 plus 4 is 10. Did you guys get 10 the other way around? So you said let the length be x, no? So your breadth is going to be x minus 4. Do you have that? What did you write? 6.2.1, yes?
I have
32 is equal to x times 4. How do you get this? This will only work if that is a square. Because the perimeter of the square is going to be side times 4. That's your mistake. You understand? Who went with this method and got a different answer? You guys get the same answer as I got. Huh? You didn't get an answer. You do the sum. Do you understand now?
Yes.
Okay. It says now hence calculate the area of the rectangle. How do you calculate the area? Area is equal to length times breadth. So the length is 10 times 6, which is 16 centimeters square. Okay? The next one. Now this is data and or statistics. Okay. Now you guys will be writing this in paper too. Have you seen the scope? No? Yes. This will be part of your paper. The survey was conducted among 17 So a survey was conducted among 17 grade 10 learners. It showed that they received the following amount of pocket money per month in the rand. Now people, this is now many years ago. Yeah? Because this is for the month. I heard some of you get 50 rand a day.
Yes.
Yes.
For the month.
You get, no, this was for the month. That good couple of years ago. That's why I say you guys now get 50 rand a day.
Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
So what's going to happen is in our next lesson we're going to wrap up this paper, okay? Just see how much is left. Yeah. People enjoy the rest of your day. Good morning, class. Afternoon, actually.